Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The House of Representatives had to pause discussions on the Mediation Bill today as MPs could not agree on the meaning for specific terms. In addition, technocrats from the Justice Ministry were absent. Andrea Chisholm explains how one word led to the disagreement.
While doing its clause-by-clause analysis of the Mediation Bill, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck had two main amendments. One such change was to Clause 11, to also include a prison term. If a person offers mediation services or training as a business without being licensed, they could be subject to a fine not exceeding $1 million. If they fail to pay, they could face imprisonment for up to 6 months. There was no objection to that. However, there were differences in whether the bill should refer to an individual who is a habitual resident in Jamaica or ordinary resident in Jamaica. Mr. Chuck proposed to use the word ordinarily and not habitually.
The choice of ordinarily is a better choice. However, I just wish to ask the minister, ordinarily resident does have a legal meaning. And if the intention is to make mediation services available to people who are in Jamaica, it perhaps would make better sense to simply provide for those who are present in Jamaica without a reference to their residence.
Madam Speaker, I would like to stick to the ordinary residents because basically most persons who are present in Jamaica and who would want mediation service are likely to be ordinary resident.
I mean, it says domestic mediation means mediation, whether of a commercial nature or otherwise, relating to a dispute arising out of a legal relationship, whether contractual or otherwise, where a party is an individual who is a national of, or, and it would now read, ordinarily resident in Jamaica. And the concept of ordinary residence is really from tax law, but it has a fairly defined meaning, and it's being imported here because of its clarity.
The ordinary resident is going to prove problematic, and it may a participant may raise jurisdictional issues, and it could very well be that mediation is required for persons who happen to be visiting and is present in Jamaica. The problem we're having, if it remains that way respectfully, is that where persons happen to have conflict that is not necessarily commercial, but is between the two parties, that it would actually
Madam Speaker,
restrict them.
With due respect, presence is wider, so we can go with it.
But opposition leader Mark Golding cautioned that the changes affect the definitions for domestic mediation, international commercial mediation, and international settlement agreements, and so it could have serious implications.
Madam Chairman, I would caution the Minister not to make that change without getting proper advice from your technical team.
The clause-by-clause analysis was suspended to consult with the Justice Ministry's technical team, which was not in the chamber at the time. Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.